Howdy folks, and welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be covering a topic that has definitely been done to death, and that would be hacking. And though there's tons of videos out there on all of the sorts of hacks that have happened on Animal Jam and all of the data breaches and whatnot, I wanted to do a deep dive today on the history of hacking in Animal Jam, what we can expect in the future, and how, step by step, you can protect yourself from data breaches and brute force hacking. By far the most popular topic when it comes to hacking in the Animal Jam community is the data breach that happened back in 2020. Back in the 2020 data breach, there was a massive leak of millions of usernames, passwords, email addresses, IP addresses, as well as stuff like credit card information for membership purchases. This was an insane event that sparked tons of panic within the entire community and definitely changed how the Animal Jam community is to this day. There was a lot of drama surrounding the data breach and what occurred afterwards, but what's important for this video is that a lot of people lost access to their account, lost years and years worth of items, and some people were locked out of their account permanently after Animal Jam did a massive reset of tons of player passwords, forcing players to reset them. And many players who didn't have access to their email addresses or parent accounts could not reset their password and therefore lost access to their account entirely. In order to combat future hacking, Animal Jam installed what is called two-factor authentication, which when activated on an account would require you to verify via email that you are in fact the owner of the account when logging into your account on a new device or a device that you haven't used in a certain amount of time. Two-factor authentication has a few upsides and a few downsides. For one, Animal Jam has definitely been on the nose with pushing 2FA, and for good reason. 2FA is a really good way to secure your account, and has worked for me as I've gotten emails in the past when people who are not me have attempted to get into my account. And it does work for the most part. The problem with 2FA, however, is that one, not everyone can access it. If you don't have access to your parent dashboard or the email that you made your account with, or for whatever reason you cannot receive emails from Animal Jam, you cannot use 2FA, which means that some players don't have access to this information, will never be able to access 2FA, and will never be able to secure their account using it. Additionally, 2FA is not as foolproof as Animal Jam likes to say that it is. Any hacker who has access to your email address, be it from the Animal Jam data breach, or if your email address was leaked through another data breach, they have access to receiving your 2FA emails. And even if they don't, if they have the password to your Animal Jam account, if they are capable of brute forcing, they can easily brute force the 2FA password. Hackers are so easily capable of brute forcing your Animal Jam 2FA password because every 2FA password is a combination of 6 numbers, which can be brute forced by using a computer to attempt every single combination of 6 numbers possible. This would be a lot more difficult to do if Animal Jam's 2FA was only available for a short period of time. However, upon receiving the email for 2FA, you have an entire 30 minutes to enter this into your Animal Jam to access your account, which is far more time than anyone needs to check an email, and means that people have managed to break into people's accounts even when secured with 2FA. Despite this doesn't mean that putting 2FA on your account is a waste of time. In fact, you definitely should put 2FA on your account. If you don't know how, or for whatever reason don't have 2FA on your account, you can activate it on your account by using the parent dashboard on the web. For whatever reason, 2FA is not available using the parent dashboard app, so you have to access it on the Animal Jam website. I'll be putting screenshots up here on how to get there and what buttons to push. Unfortunately, as of recently, there's been a trend where more and more accounts are getting cracked into. And there's a reason for this. If you haven't noticed, online there's a lot of people who are selling in-game Animal Jam items for real-life currency. Obviously this is against Animal Jam TOS, and if you're caught selling or purchasing items for real money, your account will immediately be banned. However, people are still doing it anyways, people are still taking the risk, and some people see it as an easy way to get rares. This is not smart, and in fact, buying and selling items for real-life money is a massive contributor to hacking in Animal Jam. While I do not doubt that some of the items that are being sold were obtained legitimately, there has been proof that a lot of the items that are being sold online have been received via hacking and cracking into other people's accounts. So by people purchasing items for real money, they are only encouraging the people selling them to find more accounts to hack into so they can receive rares that don't belong to them to sell them to make a real-world profit. And while you may see, hey, I'm getting some items without having to work for it, you're ruining the process of other people, and this has become a toxic cycle. As more people are being hacked, more people are having to start over on new accounts, and they're having to start from scratch with the rares that they get. And so people with new accounts that are empty, just having been hacked, think, hey, I could just rebuy everything I lost online. So they're purchasing items hacked from other people in order to recover their own hacked items. And a lot of people don't realize how bad this is and how this is contributing to the downfall of Animal Jam and the increasing of hacking. So please, do not purchase items from Animal Jam with real-life currency. And if you know anyone who is selling or buying items for real-life money, make sure to report them to Animal Jam right away. As for how people are getting into these accounts, there's a few ways, and obviously I don't know all of them, but I would like to share the knowledge that I have here. Some of the big ones and more obvious ones Animal Jam has addressed already and have already tried to give information to the public to prevent them from being hacked. For example, phishing. Phishing is when someone will send you an email, a text message, or any other sort of message that will have a link, and this link is not what it appears to be. For example, they may send you a link that says it is to log into Animal Jam, when actually this link is to their own website, which looks like the Animal Jam login. And by logging into this website, you are giving this person your username and password. If you receive a link from anyone claiming to be Animal Jam or anyone associated with Animal Jam, make sure you double check that it is the correct URL. It will look the same every single time, and I will have on screen here what the official Animal Jam URL is. Additionally, if you receive an email saying that there has been a recent Animal Jam data breach, don't trust it at face value. Make sure it's from the official Animal Jam help desk and isn't from an email that just looks like it's from Animal Jam. Additionally, if there has been an Animal Jam data breach, they will most likely report it on their website. So if there's no information on the Animal Jam website, in-game, or anything like that there's been a data breach, do not trust the email that you are receiving. It is most likely a hacker trying to convince you that there's been a data breach so that they can take your information and take your items. This also comes in the form of videos on YouTube where people are claiming that they can teach you how to hack into any Animal Jam account, or how to recover any lost Animal Jam account from the data breach. Usually it'll be a video telling you to email Animal Jam with this template on what to say, where they'll tell you that you need to tell Animal Jam your new main account to try to recover the other account or to try to take someone else's account. They will usually have the email address for you to email in the description or in the video itself. And every single time they're saying this, it's not the official Animal Jam email. Animal Jam will not just give you the password or give you access to an account that isn't yours. And they won't just let you recover an old account by saying, hey, this was my old account, this is my new account, can I have my old account back? The process to getting an old account back that you have no access to is a lot more complicated, and they will never ask for your username or password. And if they do, make sure that it is from the official Animal Jam email, which you can find here, or you can open a ticket on the Animal Jam website. However, there is one other major means through which people are cracking into accounts. This got really popular around December of last year when 3 users, one of which were on TikTok and 2 of which I saw on YouTube, were spreading around ways to crack into accounts which were originally leaked during the data breach. This method involves going on 2 websites, one being leakcheck.net and the other being breachdirectory.org, where there is a database of all of the accounts that were hacked during the data breach. This exists not so that hackers can access your information, rather so that people who were affected by the data breach can check whether or not they have been affected. However, using various loopholes in the system, people have found ways to use the information on these databases and crack into them and receive the passwords from them so that they can access your account. Unfortunately, even if you've changed your password since the data breach, some people are still able to access your account, because these databases do not only include the information from the Animal Jam data breach, but from multiple data breaches across multiple companies and platforms. This means they can not only just look into your Animal Jam information that has been stolen, but also information stolen from other data breaches, such as Netflix, Hulu, subscription services, or other video games in which you may have had your email or password in. So if you use the same email on a different site that has been breached as the same email as that you use on Animal Jam, or you use the same password on a different website as the password that you use on Animal Jam, and these sites have been breached, this means that they can cross-reference your passwords that you've used on other accounts with the password that you use on Animal Jam, therefore being able to crack into your account even if you've already changed your password on your account to a password that you use on other sites. However, there is a way to remove your information from these databases. You can email removal@leakcheck.net to have your information removed from the LeakCheck database, which means that hackers will no longer be able to access your username or password or emails used on any leaked accounts, not only on Animal Jam, from that site. Additionally, if you go to Breach Directory, there's a link that will lead you to a search bar which will allow you to search up your email, from which you will receive an email from Breach Directory, which you can click the link in the email to confirm that you want your information removed from the Breach Directory site. by doing these two things, hackers will have a much more difficult time in accessing your account, and will make it a lot more secure for your account. Okay, I know that was a lot of information, and was probably a lot to take in, so let me quickly summarize what I've just said. Information is still being spread around on the internet from the data breach. They are being able to be accessed through leakcheck.net and breachdirectory.org. And you can remove your information from these sites by emailing removal@leakcheck.net and by accessing this link on Breach Directory. Okay, by doing this, it'll be a lot easier for you to keep your account secure. Because not only do these sites store your information lost during the Animal Jam data breach, but also stores your information from other data breaches. Got it? Okay, thank you. One last thing that I wanted to cover in this video is some modern day hoaxes and scares that have been going around. It's really important to remember that unless Animal Jam themselves are telling you a data breach occurred, or that they have concerns that something may occur, it's most likely not true. On the internet, anyone can say anything, anyone can pretend to be anyone, and anyone can say, hey, I'm a hacker. I'm gonna go hack Animal Jam and steal all your information. And people have done it a lot, especially recently. For example, just a few months ago, an account called the Dark Squad was going around on different Animal Jam YouTube pages and claiming they were this evil organization that's gonna steal your information and hack Animal Jam. And they were laughably bad. They were definitely not hackers and just a group of 12-year-olds looking to get some attention. However, this caused a lot of fear among the younger people in the community. So it's important to remember, just because someone says something does not mean that it's true. And this also applies to other social medias like Reddit, where there was another recent data breach scare. Recently, a user on Reddit made a post claiming that their friend had access to the entirety of Animal Jam's database of usernames and passwords, and said that their friend intended on leaking it. And so everyone should be scared, right? Well, people took this and ran with it. People made videos about it. I saw people freaking out on Discord, on Instagram. Everywhere people were freaking out that Animal Jam was going to have another data breach. However, if you've noticed, that was posted quite a while ago, and still there's no data breach to be seen. A lot of the times people are saying this just to get a reaction out of the community, so if you see something on Reddit or on Instagram or on Discord, make sure to double check first, and if you don't see any evidence or physical proof that they do have access to Animal Jam's information, just assume that it's not true and try to chill out a bit. Animal Jam, I'm sure, has taken many precautions since the first data breach in order to make their information more secure. Am I saying that it's foolproof? No. Animal Jam does have a consistent history of not handling their users' information very well, but they're just one company, and companies typically don't tend to do what they say they're doing with people's information anyways. So panicking is definitely not the first thing you should do when you hear anyone claiming that they're going to hack Animal Jam. But let's say you do get hacked. What do you do then? I would start by emailing Animal Jam themselves. You can find their email here, or you can go on their webpage and open a support ticket. Whether or not you'll get items back typically depends on how far you're going to make sure your account is protected. For example, if you don't have 2FA on your account, it's unlikely that Animal Jam will give you back the items that you've lost. Also, if you wait a long time after you got hacked to email them, they're most likely not going to give you your items back. However, if you do have 2FA on and somebody managed to brute force into your account and you've changed your password since the data breach, there is a chance that Animal Jam will give you sapphires or the items that you've lost. However, a lot of people's first instincts when they get hacked is to make a video about it. And this is the last thing that you want to do, especially if your account is not secured behind 2FA, or your account was brute forced into. By going out there and saying, hey, I was hacked, and showing them your username, this means that people will know that your account is vulnerable and may attempt to hack into your account since they know it may be an easy thing to go for. There's a big difference between making good awareness content and bad awareness content as well. Bringing attention to a situation may be good, but if these people are actually doing no harm and just attempting to spread fear, making a video on them may only scare people and give them the attention that they're looking for. So if someone is looking for attention by making up hoaxes and rumors, the best thing to do is just to let it die out and make sure that they don't get the attention they deserve, because if they get attention, they're just going to keep saying it and spreading information that's not true. And if you have to make a video about a situation, make sure you know all the facts. Do your research and just don't go off of what someone might have told you, because a lot of the times people might not even know what they're talking about. Make sure when you watch a video that you know what they're talking about and that they know what they're talking about. I know the current social climate with Animal Jam can be really scary, especially with all the rumors and all of the hacking scares going around. But if you keep your account protected and if you know what to do, it's not as bad as you think it is. So stay safe out there, and I'll see you guys around.